morning, fellow thru hikers and all those interested in the Appalachian Trail. This is Andrew coming back to you today to talk to you about something that is important to me and something I have a little bit of background in. I want to talk to you about my health and my fitness and the things that I expect to happen while I'm on the trail, and give you a little bit of a history about my personal experience with health issues, with fitness issues that I've had in the past. Now I'm going to start off with just saying that since I was in my teens, I've had issues with my weight. Went into the military having issues with my weight. Got out of the military having issues with my weight. And it's always been a big struggle, to the point that I went and I got a degree in exercise sport science, just to try to figure out myself and the best ways to deal with it. And I've had some great strides in it, and I've had some major failures in dealing with my weight in general. But overall, as far as on the health side of things, my blood pressure has always been pretty stable. I do take a very small dose of blood pressure medicine now, but I expect that will be something I wean off of while I'm on the trail. And also, I do testosterone therapy. I'll continue that while I'm on the trail. I have a setup with my provider to make sure everything is good there. I do go through a doctor, and it's all legit. It's not anything that's illegal for me to be doing. Just to let y'all know that. And that was just something that has been positive for me and for my experience with my health. Anyway, so let me start off by giving you a quick history. I've had a lifelong problem with weight, like I told you. When I was young, I could literally gain and lose 15 to 30 pounds within a month and gain it right back, no problem. There would be times where I tried a diet to just like the liquid diet, and I'd lose a whole bunch of weight, but I couldn't maintain it, or it was making me sick, so I went off of it. I had a problem, and then after that, I would go for periods of time of just over exercising, just out there running, for an hour a day, every day of the week, trying to do everything I could to lose the weight, and I would lose it, and everything would work well. And then I would just fail. It'd fall apart, and I couldn't maintain it. And then, of course, I've tried every diet in the world, Atkins. I've tried all those things, and they all work. And that's the funny thing, is diets work when you actually apply them. But there wasn't too long before I just, fell right back into my sugar cravings, and I just had that issue again. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I was a cardiovascular runner focused guy. I was just constantly out there doing distance running. I ran during my 20s and early 30s. I ran, I think, about 15 different trails, I'm a little ahead of myself. I'm sorry. But let me get back to that. I ran 15 different competitions. 10 times I ran the Army 10 miler, both here in near Fort Bragg, and in Washington, D.C. I ran 5 of them each. I ran one even in Iraq. And then I got into triathlons, and I tried them for a little while. I did 2 or 3 triathlons, and they were all really fun. I enjoyed them. But then when I got out of the Army and I came back from Iraq, I kind of just switched over in my late 30s and just started powerlifting a lot. I started lifting really, really heavy. It felt great. But during that time, I went through some life changes, some life struggles, some life issues. And as a result of that, I ended up blowing up from about 250 all the way up to about 365 was my worst. And that was a really hard time. I had some successes. I was able to drop 130 pounds and get down to about 230. And since that point, I've been anywhere between 230 and 260. I haven't gotten too close to beyond 260, and I just realized, okay, it's time for me to drop some weight. So I would just pull back and do some more stuff. And now I'm here talking with you about my Appalachian Trail attempt. And what I can expect from it and what I don't know what to expect. Basically, I really think that I'm going to attack this trail and I'm going to succeed. I usually don't start stuff that I don't finish, especially when it comes to challenging myself. And so I know that I'll be out there for 5.5, 6 months, whatever amount of time it takes me. And during that time, I suspect that I will hit the average 20 pounds loss. Even while I'm eating a lot of high sugar, high garbage foods, I will lose weight just like everybody else does, because I'll be doing 10, 15, 20 miles a day, just like everybody else will be. That being said, I also know that that's not something I can maintain when I come home. Yes, I will have lost that weight, but if I don't come back and I don't prepare my mind for exercising every day, for watching how I'm eating, for changing my dependency on sugar back to being a dependent on everyday normal diet, that I could blow up and I could surpass that 260 pound mark, no problem. Right now I'm 245, and I have no intention of that happening. So I already have a plan for that. But while I'm on the trail, I'm going to continue to talk to you at least once a week about my fitness and my health and where I was as compared to where I am. And I want to start off this with just letting you know the basics. So I'm 5'9", I'm 240 pounds, down from 260 about a month ago. I dropped 15 pounds. My resting heart rate is 73. My exercise heart rate is 104 to 128. And that's just my exercise heart rate based on just taking my backpack out and doing some training with my backpack up some small hills, up some mountains, wherever I can find them. So nothing major. As far as strength is concerned, my bench is 315 pounds. My squat is 405. I deadlift about 450, and I overhead press about 225 still. I haven't spent a lot of time focusing on strength at all in about a year or so, but that will be a major part of what I do when I get back, because I know, and just from my background in strength conditioning, that maintaining more muscle mass for me has always been a situation where I feel healthier, as long as I'm doing some sort of cardiovascular conditioning along with it. If I spend too much time focusing on just strength and muscle mass, then my blood pressure starts getting high, and that's kind of how I ended up with blood pressure medicine in the first place. My cholesterol is normal. My blood pressure right now is about 132/80 on a normal basis. I exercise 4 to 5 times a week. I average about 12,000 steps a day and 16,000 when I'm training. A little bit more than that if I'm doing longer distances. What I expect from the Appalachian Trail, I expect to lose that 20 pounds. I expect that I will increase muscular endurance in my legs, not so much in my upper body, unless I find a way to just focus on doing maybe some push-ups and doing some sort of upper body strength training, finding some trees, doing some pull-ups, whatever, if I have time. I don't know that will be a major focus, but it is something that's important to me. So you might see me out there doing it, who knows. I expect to increase my cardiovascular endurance. I expect my VO2 Max will improve. I use the VO2 Max checker on my watch. I have the Apple Ultra watch, but I'm not sure. It's obviously not correct, because I don't exercise without my backpack as far as when I'm checking my VO2 Max. And since I have another extra 30 pounds on me when I'm walking, obviously I'm walking a little bit harder, and my recovery time is a little bit longer, so my VO2 Max isn't completely accurate. I expect that I'll come off my blood pressure meds, which is what I intend to do, and I would intend to maintain and not have to be on them anymore after the fact. And I believe that my blood work will just be overall just better. Everything will look a lot healthier, a lot cleaner. So those are the things I expect. But I also expect that I'm going to have increased dependency on eating sugar, and increased craving for eating sugar, increased desire to eat a lot of simple sugar. So the intent when I get back will be to go on a carnivore style diet for at least a month, maybe even longer, to just wean off from that sugar dependency, because quite honestly, it's just America's going in the wrong direction of thinking that excessive carbohydrates is going to be something that's healthy for us. So anyway, that's where I am today, and I will update you weekly and hope that you follow along, because I think that maybe I might be able to have some influence on you, and maybe your attempt in the future on the Appalachian Trail, or maybe what you plan to do when you get back from the Appalachian Trail this year, or give you some ideas to fix some things that you're dealing with right now as a result of walking 2,194 plus miles. I hope that things go well for you in this year, as I expect that they will with me. I'm going to throw some pictures up here as I'm in this video, so that you can see where I was in the past, where I am today, and what I hope to see in the future. So thanks again for watching, and as always, I hope to see you on the trail, and have a great day. Bye.